What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Kaspa today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. This is at the request of Flower Child. We're doing this one for you. Let's get started. Let's not dilly-dally anymore. So low to high here, from a low to a high, we've had a very violent, ferocious pullback all the way back to the 618, 6.9 zone. Right in that zone, had a very positive reaction so far. If we're looking at this on a daily time frame, you closed right below your 382, and yesterday or 2 days ago you closed above it. Yesterday closed below it. You're wrestling with this area right now, and I don't mind that. I definitely don't mind that. If we're looking at the daily RSI for what it's worth, this thing just really hates being oversold. It got in there barely for a moment and has since worked its way out. I don't mind this daily RSI. You're showing weakness right now. Sure, after a humongous drop like that, sure you are. But in the grand scheme of things, it kind of looks bullish to me. You have no problem residing above the 50, right? You have no problem being in the overbought zone, but you have a hell of a problem being in the oversold zone, right? And that showing weakness in this way, I think can actually be a sign of strength. Your weakness is not weak. In other words, looking at this though, you are holding support on the 123 moving average, as you have kind of historically. You found a little resistance on it here. Support, 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 support now. Yes, you wicked way past it, but you happened to close right there, didn't you? For looking at this for what it's worth on the 4 hour, I don't mind the 4 hour RSI. It's kind of neutral and not necessarily the most bullishly postured, but I don't mind it. I mean, you're finding support at the 40 area, kind of an area that you found resistance a second ago, area that you found support on back here. I don't mind it right now, especially with this look, man. From a high to a low, went up to your 618 area, pulled back to your 382, looking bullish right now. If you can close this candle like this, and if you can proceed to continue higher, getting above 17.13 cents, I think would be really, really nice to see, because that would imply that you're going to your 786, 886, and essentially from there we're looking at new all-time highs, right? So I guess the next thing to do for Kaspa, man, this might happen today. Wow. I'm not talking about new all-time highs today. I mean, it could, right? It can move fast if it wants to. But Kaspa, the next goal would be to close above 17.13 cents. You're at 16.02 cents now. Close above 17.13 cents on any given day or multi-4-hour period. After that, your goal is 19.618 cents. Is that right? 616. Something like that, 19.616 cents. Close above there, and then it really is on to new all-time highs. Anything from 23.8 cents to 28.4 cents or higher is on the table. But the first thing that we have to cross, the first thing that needs to happen is a move above this golden ratio zone here. More than this, and something hopefully that isn't just like this and then down. Hopefully it sustains up to this 786, 886 area. A move up here, by the way, that rejects is not a problem, right? It's very normal to find resistance in this area whenever you first interact, just like it's very normal to find resistance in this area on the first time that you interact with it. But we are waiting for this line to break, right? So expecting resistance on it, I don't think is a bad thing. There's something anywhere in this zone. You might reach for it and not quite get there, right? You might see something like this. That's okay. You don't want to break back below the 618. You want to pull down, find support there, and then hopefully try again and break through. If not, you don't even need to actually touch this level, but that would kind of be the line that you want to hold on the support side. So thinking ahead, that's kind of the goal for Kaspa over the next couple days or so. Get above 17.13 cents, and then ultimately 19.61 cents. I very much do believe that new all-time highs are on the way with KAS. You're in some kind of what I would call an upward sloping channel, right? It's like a parallel channel to the upside. For what it's worth, right? Like that it looks pretty clean. It's pretty parallel, maybe a little bit pinching to the inside there. Or what do they call that? It's not a condensing wedge. What is that? Whatever the opposite of a broadening wedge would be. Is it just a wedge? I don't know. But it looks pretty parallel whenever you zoom in like this. I don't know. Just an upward sloping consolidation zone of which you found support right on this key level here. Weekly RSI looks fine. You've got a low here, a lower low, and a lower low. while maintaining a low here, a higher low, and a higher low. That's hidden bullish divergence, consolidating right around your all-time highs. I do believe that you're going to see a nice breakout here anytime soon. And again, the initial moves to expect would be something to about 23.8 cents to 28.4 cents, but absolutely, this thing could move higher, right? Our last high to low here, kind of significant pivot that we had that took us up to this consolidation phase. We did not stop at the 1618. He actually went well past it to the 1886 200 level, found support on that, and have been working your way up ever since tier 2272. So, maybe you're still playing off this fib, and in which case that 2618 lines up right there at the 1886 200 level, which is exactly where you topped off the first time over here, right? Topped off, then worked your way up. You're crowding this 2272 right now, this fib level. When you break through, it would be probably like the most obvious choice to go to like 33.5 cents there. And if you do that, that would be a repeat essentially of what this first peak was here, to your 200 1886 level, but on a smaller fib scale right here, but still on the larger fib scale. So I don't know, man, maybe 33.5 cents, 33.6 cents could be where you go in a very short amount of time. Absolutely, you could go higher. You've got your 2618 lining up directly with this 2886 up here at about 47.2 cents. I don't believe Kaspa on this next move up will see anything larger than 50 cents. It could, but I'm more expecting somewhere in the 30 to mid 40s range, probably closer to the mid 30s range, but time will tell. So that's all I got. I feel like that was a little bit drawn out for just some like shorter term stuff, but that's all I got to say. So if you guys like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I do think Kaspa is working its way back up. This is the kind of coin, and you've seen it throughout the whole cycle. Whether you invest in Kaspa or you don't, you've seen this thing do its own thing, right? It doesn't need the rest of the market to move up in order for it to move up. It did move down with the rest of the market this time, but it kind of does its own thing. So with this coin, it could move up sooner than the rest of the markets. Don't be thrown off by that. Don't be surprised by that. And if it does move up sooner, I might also throw out there that it could top off sooner as well. So expect that when we are exploring new territories, new price targets that we've never seen before in this thing's history, which is that's coming very soon. It really could be by the end of this week. It really could be. You've got 4 days left. It could be by the end of this week that you're at new all-time highs, or probably more likely sometime later this month that you'll be at new all-time highs. But yeah, exciting times ahead, I suppose. That's all I got to say. So hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all. Bye-bye.